Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Alpha Omega Occasionally, and on this occasion I'm sweltering as usual. 40 degrees here, Celsius that is. I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit. As I always say, I only speak English, but it is 40 degrees Celsius today, and it was around 40 degrees Celsius yesterday and the day before. And you know, this video is about the heat, but not necessarily the heat as in terms of temperature. It's the heat as in terms of surviving. If you can't stand the heat, get out of the kitchen, if you know what well, of course you know what I mean. To survive in Thailand, you get these guys making videos about how much does it cost to live in Thailand, and I'll curtail my colourful language. Maybe I shouldn't, because that's part of what I do here. But I say it, bullshit videos about you can live in Thailand on $1,000 a month or $1,500 a month. Bullshit. Absolute bullshit. You see, the reason I say that is because I live in Thailand, and I have lived in Thailand on $1,000 a month, and it's a pain in the hole. You couldn't even wipe your arse with you couldn't even wipe your ass with $1,000 a month. Well, you could if you had the currency, but you wouldn't do it, if you know what I mean. But you couldn't afford to wipe your ass on $1,000 a month in Thailand. You probably just would about. I can tell you what it's like to live on $1,000 a month. Living on $1,000 a month, you can just about afford the basics. And you can have a few beers out of 7-Eleven once a week. You might stretch it if you look after the pennies. You might get yourself to Sukenvit once a month. But if you go to Sukenvit, you're going to pay through the nose for what you'd pay for in other parts of Bangkok reasonably comfortably. And it's these fellas who live in Sukenvit and make those videos about, they think they know what it's like to live in Thailand when they haven't even left Sukenvit and they don't know any other part of Bangkok. Well, I'm not saying for bottom, I'm just generalising. There are people like that. There really are. I mean, I've had people, foreigners, Farang, asking me, where is Huay Quang? And they live in Bangkok. I mean, how can you not know where Huay Quang is if you live in Bangkok? I mean, for God's sake, it's 4 stops on the MRT from Sukenvit. But you see, these are the people who live in Sukenvit, and these people who make these videos can afford to live in Thailand and enjoy themselves because they live in Sukenvit and they live in Pattaya, and you have to have money to live in Sukenvit and Pattaya. And you're saying to me now, judging on my surroundings here, I must have money. Well, in fact, I don't. 2 can live as cheaply as 1, as you know. So if you want to be able to afford a decent standard of living in Thailand, yeah, marry a girl. Marry a girl who's self-sufficient, and you can pool your resources. I don't live off anybody else, and nobody else lives off me. We pool our resources, but all too many individuals spend their money in Sukenvit and Pattaya and Nana, and that's how they pronounce it. I won't say who they are, but they know who they are. But fair play to them, they can afford to do it. Because if you drink put it this way, if you socialise in Sukenvit, or if you socialise in Pattaya, you'd go through easily $100 plus a night. That's 3,000 Thai baht, give or take. And I can't afford to go through 3,000 Thai baht a night. I was out last night recording a video for the Big Picture El Panorama. And if you don't know about that channel, you should. It's our sister channel. There it is there. And during the course of making that video, I had to wet the whistle, you know, as you do. And I think, what did I do? I bought 4 cans of Leo before I went out. That's 151 baht. Don't forget the 1 baht, don't you know? And when I was out, I went down a laneway and I bought and another 4 cans of Leo. So that's another 4. Well, it's a 40 baht a go. So 160. No, it's not. Yeah, 100. 14, 8, 16. Yeah, 160 baht for the beer on the go. So you're looking at 150. You're looking at 500 baht on a night out here in Wig Wang. And could I afford to do that on a regular basis? Yeah, I could. But you see, that's scrimping and saving. That's just drinking down alleyways and drinking out of 7-Eleven. So all these individuals, absolute personalities that make videos about how they now, I'm putting on an English accent with a British accent, because they're the ones who make these videos, you see. How you can live in Nana, you can live in Pattaya, or blah, 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 blah. Yes, you can live in Nana and you can live in Pattaya if you have the money. So it is bullshit. These fellas that say you can live on this, you can live on that. It depends where you live, and obviously it depends how you live. And you don't need me to tell you that. But grouping Thailand into one uniformed package as to say you can live in Thailand on $1,000 a month is bullshit. You can live in Thailand on $1,000 a month if you live like a bloody monk. And that's a fact. Well, it's a fact coming from me because I've lived that life. I don't live on $1,000 a month now, but I still can't afford to drink in Nana and I can't say Sukenvit in a British accent, and Sukenvit. By the way, I'm not taking the mickey or the taking the piss out of Brits. It's just the low-hanging fruit. Their accent drives me mad. It really does. I mean, what other nationality can't speak their own language? I mean, I might as well put this in. What other nationality can't speak their own language? Someone tell me why the Brits say the floor when they mean the ground. I mean, this is the ground. Inside is the floor. But they say the floor is outside. And they say the floor is inside as well. They can't even speak their own language. But that's besides the point. I'm not getting on to them. It's a generalisation. As those YouTubers generalise about living in Thailand on 1,000 baht a month, it's absolute baloney. And I know you know that I'm telling you as it is. Because there's people talking about me. I can hear them. Yeah, he's up there, he's up in the balcony there, Chinese fella. Well, as Oscar Wilde said, and he was Irish by the way, as Oscar Wilde said, there's only one thing worse than being talked about, and that's not being talked about. And guys, I hope that you'll be talking about this video, as it is thought-provoking, and it's food for thought. And I can tell you this much, lads, you will know and understand that the people who put these ridiculous videos up about living in Thailand on $1,000 a month and even $1,500 a month don't know what they're talking about. So there you go. If you found this video interesting, if you found any particular part of it thought-provoking, you can leave a message in the comment section and let me know what you think. But whatever you do, make sure you come back and join me again for another wonderful video on Alpha Omega occasionally. See you again soon, lads. Make sure if you haven't done so already, the like button, the share button, subscribe button, and do all those wonderful things. And I'll bring you back another wonderful video very soon. Thanks for joining me.